In the beginning there was the Adria twin and we saw that it was good. A lot of Adria's rivals obviously thought so too, because a whole host of tribute acts sprang up in its immediate wake. And there's good reason for its popularity. I mean, really, what's not to like about a fully fitted washroom, a good kitchen and a four-seater lounge allied to a transverse fixed double bed, all wrapped up in a van you can fit into a standard car park. This is the version sold by German manufacturer Westfalia, and you've got to say, it's a bit of a looker. White is definitely back in vogue again, and all this black trim and those groovy alloy wheels really do look the part. We should say though that a fair chunk of this exterior trim, and indeed some of the interior goodies, are cost options. This particular version has got almost £5,000 worth of extras added onto it. Westfalia is clearly operating on an if it ain't broke, don't fix it basis with the Amundsen's main lounge. The main cab seats, which are heavily moulded, are actually more comfortable than these rather upright half dinette seats, but there's loads of room in here, even with the table fitted. Rather inevitably, the position of the Amundsen's kitchen right here does slightly restrict access into the main body of the van. If you're much wider than this, then you are going to struggle to get on board. That said, there are some nice touches here. All these drawers are soft close and there's loads of room inside them. And we love the way this fridge opens up in such a way as to make retrieving a cold one so much easier without having to leave the comfort of your sun lounger. Perhaps inevitably, kitchen equipment is a bit on the sparse side, but it does extend to all the essentials. Fridge aside, you get this handy little spark ignition 2-burner hob. And there's even a proper hot water system. There's good storage in here too. All these drawers are soft close, and with this little lid in place, there's loads of worktop space as well. Obviously, the Amundsen's washroom was never going to be the biggest one in the world, but its all-in-one affair is actually pretty good. The swivel loo opens up a decent amount of showering space, and the wash basin tap doubles as a shower riser too. There's even a decent amount of storage space. The Amundsen's transverse fixed rear double bed isn't completely four square. As you can see, it tapers noticeably around the washroom wall. Even so, there's plenty of room for 2 6-foot adults in here, as long as you sleep with your head at this end of the bed. And you're guaranteed a pretty good night's sleep too. This mattress is surprisingly thick and rests on a profusion of plastic pocket springs. Folding away the rear bed opens up this simply colossal boot area. Really and truly, you could fit an entire month's worth of shopping in here, not just a week. It's good to see these lashing eyes sunk into the floor as well. They're very handy for tying down loose objects. Better still, you can get access to the fresh water tank from in here as well, and drain it away with this handy tap. Obviously, the Amundsen is based on the very latest X290 Fiat Ducato, so it's going to be a good steer. Certainly, it's got the right engine and gearbox combination. It runs on Fiat's 130 multi-jet diesel, allied to a 6-speed manual gearbox. For a combination that's deemed good enough and powerful enough to be fitted into bigger coach builds, this vehicle is really going to fly. The Westfalia Amundsen is far from unique, but it does set itself apart in what is an increasingly crowded marketplace. It majors heavily on style, driving appeal and equipment, but it does get the basics spot on too. You really couldn't ask much more of the kitchen and washroom in particular. The best part of the Amundsen though is the price. Steer clear of the options list and you could bag a camper van just like this, albeit in a slightly lower spec, for just over £39,000. In our book, that's a lot of motorhome for not a lot of money.